Guys, welcome to a quick and short episode of Shap Said It. Just want to let you guys know I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas. I hope you're spending wonderful time with your family like I am. This is just going to be a quick video before I go and spend more time with them. I want to just kind of give some insight on what I've seen today and a couple levels that I'm looking into. So just, want to start off obviously with the Russell 2000. As always, it's still looking strong, gapped up a little bit today and then sold off, put in another high, as well as the semiconductors. They are still going strong, just going sideways, so nothing to be worried about there. And then also the SPY. The SPY had a pretty good amount of volume over on the 21st, but right now not too much trading volume, and you're going to see that as people take vacation and are off the charts for a little while. I guess one more we'll look at before we dive in is the dollar, and the dollar, of course, is kind of trending downwards a little bit more, especially with the new stimulus. Once that gets passed, it's going to be trending down even more. So now I just want to get into a couple different buy levels that we have. Before that, let's actually look at some financials. Just kind of the financials are what's going to give you an overall look into the market as well. If the financials are strong, that gives you good insight that the market's strong. I mean, look at this move that AXP, American Express, made back in the beginning of November, right? It gapped up, boom, and this is pretty much, you're going to see this with all the financials. JP Morgan's a huge one to look at, gapped up, trending up. This is really good for the markets. It's a good sign. If I were you, I would not be shorting the market right now unless it's a small play. I really wouldn't be doing it though. Overall, you don't need to be shorting the market right now because obviously the Russell is strong, all the indexes are strong, and until something happens, there's really no reason to. So, just gonna run through a couple of these. We got Wells Fargo and Company as well. They're not looking that bad, and then. Now I just want to go into a couple key buy levels that are on my radar. So as you can see, I definitely cleaned out a lot of the buy levels that I had. Some of them were just way too far from the levels. So these are just my main ones that I'm sticking to right now. Let's go over some that are close. Walmart right now is a huge one to look at. This would be an options play for me. So when it hits about one, I always go $1 up from my level just so I can track it once it hits. So really the level is 140, even though I put it at 140.99. So it's pretty much almost there. And again, the reason why I'm going to take this level is because as you can see on November 2nd, it gapped up and then made it all the way to another high. Over here, you have a huge green body bar. This is huge support that the institutions support this level, as well as it gapped up from right here over the next few days. So this wouldn't be a long-term play. Again, especially with options, you're really only looking for $1, $2 bounces, because you can make, anywhere from, depending on how many shares you put in, you can make 20 to 30% in a matter of minutes, or it could be a couple days, and that's a really good play. If you can make good money in a short amount of time, you're learning to be a trader. That's really what it's about. And yeah, so we're going to keep this one on the radar. Another one that I'm looking at, let's see. I was looking at, I believe, RGLD. Yeah, this one's a little high still, but this is definitely one I'll be taking at 104, really 103, as I said before. I could take this a little bit sooner, and you never know, the market can jump, but this is just a really good level that I like to look at, and let me show you why. Okay, so right here, way back in February, this is its huge crash, right? COVID crash, pretty much all stocks look like this, all the way down to March, lows, and it bounced back up. Now, right in this area, so right in this area is where it crashed back in February, made a huge comeback over on April 15th. This is going to be huge support. This line, this level right here is huge support that institutions will support in the markets. So on top of that right here, yep, this is just a good entry point. This is where you want to get in. Let me show you guys this on a weekly chart as well, because remember, obviously the weekly chart backs up the daily chart. And you'll see the same kind of thing, just in a bigger time frame. Right here, dip to the March lows, shot back up right here. So right here, this is going to be another good options play. I love these kind of buy levels. These are really supported, and you don't need that much of a pop when you play options. I mean, when you play stock, you put more money in most of the time. But it takes a while to actually see more profits. I do love trading these levels in options, so keep that on the radar as well. Let's see what else we have here. I want to talk about 2 SPACs that I'm in. If you guys don't know what a SPAC is, Special Acquisition Company, go ahead and look them up. There's a lot of good information on them. What I'm in right now is BFT. They're supposed to be like another Square right now in the market, and right now I think my entry point was about 14 area right here. It was actually a buddy of mine that did a lot of research on this company, but right here was my entry point. I bought a decent amount of them, and the reason why is because with SPACs, it's almost like how do I explain this? It's almost like a small coin in cryptocurrency, right? It's going to keep booming and booming until it hits that stop. Well, I don't think BFT has hit that stop yet. So so again, my entry point's right here. I'm expecting this thing to go to hopefully $25, $30. And then when it does, that's when I'll sell out of it. So it's definitely a good move. Typically, normal stocks, I'm going to repeat this, I don't buy when they're this high off the 20 moving average. Excuse me, my phone's blowing up right now. So yeah, normal stocks don't buy off the 20 moving average, but normally, yes, I do. Anyways, let's look at another one right now as well. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at another SPAC that I'm in, Clever. So if we're going to go ahead and take a look at Clever right here, it gapped up. I didn't get in for this great move. Now I got in right here. These are huge long tails. As you can see, this is definitely good chart support, including the chart support back here. So I got in right about here, right about at 1090. Right now it's gapped up to 12. I didn't sell here. I think it has a lot. I think it can go a little bit higher. But this is another special acquisition corp that you definitely want to look into. So again, keep that on the radar. This is, I believe, moving upwards as well. But yeah, not too much today. That's pretty much it for today. Obviously, keep GDX on the radar as well. I've been talking about gold for a while. That has some room to climb. But again, guys, enjoy your holiday. I will keep you up to date with more trends and key buy levels. But keep those 2 that I mentioned on the radar. If you want to get in some of these SPACs, I'd recommend waiting for a little bit more of a pullback. But other than that, I will see you guys on the charts, and have a great